Ramirez, but they haven't got Hulk or Ramirez in the squad at the moment.
No.
I'm not sure about Hulk. He may have like quit international football, or might just be a rumour. But Ramirez, I'm not sure why he's not in the squad. But
could be stronger. For sure.
In all honesty, I was predicting a Chelsea like matchup. I thought they were just going to try and like stalemate each other. Like, but no, fair enough to Brian. He's confident with Brazil, and he's showing us why.
I think the more interesting thing about the Brazil pick isn't so much that he's obviously good with Brazil. It's more that he's chosen not to use Bayern or Chelsea. That's because he has those two teams, but you only need one more. So he's going to be a spare team for everyone. And Brian, he's going to have Bayern or Chelsea if he goes through to the final. He's going to have to choose one of them and leave one of them out. Whereas Spencer, if he goes through, will be choosing between Portugal and Barcelona.
The only, other than obviously his own confidence with Brazil, the only other thing I can think of is that he's hoping to win the toss in the final, and he's going to hope to counter whoever he's playing. Like, so say if he plays Tassi,
got the option of two different teams.
So if Tassi uses Madrid, he can sit there and he think to himself, right, I've got Chelsea or Bayern to use against Madrid here. Who do I think is going to be better?
In what situation do you choose Bayern? In what situation do you choose Chelsea then?
Well, I think Chelsea would be a better team to use against Madrid, whereas obviously for Perry he hasn't got Madrid left to use. So if he was to play him, Perry's got Chelsea and Bayern. So potentially he's probably looking at, right, if I win this with Brazil and I play Tass who uses Madrid, he can not use Chelsea against Madrid. Whereas if he plays for Perry, he can match Bayern possibly, or use Bayern against Chelsea. So he's left his options open. So
he's still got to speak Spencer though, and he's obviously 1-0 up, but it is a two-legged affair.
Yeah.
And plenty of time for Spencer to get back into it. He's a talented attacker on the ball, and Chelsea have got people that can change the game.
Yeah, Spencer's very good, and he's definitely not out of this game.
Here's Felipe Luis to Cuadrado, the new signing in January. Diego Costa inside to Willian. Is he going to get the 1-2? He's looking for it in the air. Diego Costa, a little bit of nonsensical defending there at the back, but it's sorted itself out. Felipe Luis playing in both teams. Willian playing in both teams. Could have been Ramirez playing in both teams if he was in the Brazilian squad, but he's not. Costa. Danilo, the right back to Costa. He's forced out for a throw-in for Brazil. Eden Hazard trying to get the ball. Unsuccessfully. It's Costa. He's going to go inside. David Luiz. David Luiz to Costa. David Luiz playing in the CDM spot for Brazil, it seems. Quite high up the pitch.
Yeah, that's something I favour there as well. It's just because at defence he seems like sometimes he just feels like he's got a mistake in him, whereas at centre defensive mid he just runs around like a headless chicken, and his tackling's really good. He's obviously wins a lot in the hair, and he's strong as well. So
in the hair, he does win a lot in the hair.
Yeah,
he's very good in the hair.
He's good in the air though.
Costa to Neymar. Neymar to David Luiz. He's going to switch it over to Felipe Luis. Not related. Felipe Luis to Willian. Willian to Fernandinho. Fernandinho back to David Luiz. David Luiz into Neymar. It's good patient build up from Brazil here. 90% passing apiece. Neymar. Oh, it's a good tackle from Cahill. The only Englishman I think playing in this fixture right now. Ramirez for Chelsea. To Matic. Loses the ball. Brazil pick it up. Neymar. Fernandinho. Oh, it's a good interception there. Zuma's going to pick it up.
Yeah, they see Brazil could do with like Costa up front. It's a shame he picked Spain.
Yeah, definitely.
Because obviously, like on the past, you'd always have Hulk up there, but now you've not got that option. Luis Adriano, he's
Fernandinho. Luis Adriano, is he going to shut you up and score? He's going to get a penalty. Unbelievable! No. That looked like he went down like a sack of potatoes. Neymar.
I mean, I don't know whether it's just nerves or anything for Spencer at the minute. He's not playing as well as he can be.
David Luiz.
Or whether it's just like Brian playing out of his skin like we've seen throughout the tournament.
Let's remind ourselves, Spencer knocked out Bruce Granek in the quarterfinals, you know.
Yeah.
It was a difficult match to come through. He came through 3-2. It was tight. And Brian knocked out Vinch, who actually beat him in the last final.
Yeah.
So again, that was a tight game. It was 3-1 to Brian in that one. So both scored 3 goals across the 2 legs.
Yeah.
Brian slightly bigger margin of victory. 62% possession for Brian right now in Brazil.
Yeah, look, that's another thing. When I spoke to Spencer about, he said he doesn't like playing against like possession play like this. He said he kind of it forces him into mistakes, and Brian's doing it perfectly. I mean,
it's a mistake.
That's
at the back. Fernandinho, good tackle.
Yeah.
Ramirez.
But, yeah. Like Spencer's attack is very good, and make no mistake about it. If he gets a chance, he's probably going to score it. So Brian, he needs to be careful in defence. He can't like really afford to leave Spencer any sort of opportunities, because if he gets back into the game, his confidence is just going to build. He's definitely had a nervous start, you can tell. But then again, he always looks like he starts slightly nervously, and obviously it's his first tournament, so...
And then as long as it's 1-0, he's still got a chance, so it's not like he's out of anything yet.
I mean, even if he was to go out here, like, to get to the semi-finals in your first tournament and beat some of the people that he has been doing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's already a winner here, the fact that he's knocked out some people like he has. Second half coming up now. It looks like he's going to change it quite early on. One
shot apiece, 4-1-2-1-2. Who's moving to now? Who's he?
Is that for?
He's game with Remy up front, Remy and Hazard.
Remy's come on. Who's gone off? Costa's gone off.
Could possibly be a 4-3-1-2.
Interesting decision to take Diego Costa off.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, they've got a lot more pace with Remy, Cuadrado, and Hazard up there. But Diego Costa is obviously a deadly finisher on his day.
Yeah, I think he's got. I think that's a 4-3-1-2.
Yeah, I think it's 4-3-1-2 or a 4-1-2-1-2. I think it's a 4-3-1-2.
Yeah, I don't think he's got any centre defensive mids. I think Matic is slightly pushed up into centre mid. So
Spencer's going to go a little bit more attacking then in this half. Straight away, he has a shot with Remy. That deflection could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Goes wide for a corner.
He's got nothing really to lose now, Spencer. He's like, he's got like
Remy. Oh, it's a wonderful header. That is a super sub. He comes off the bench. 2 minutes later, he gets a goal. Great decision making from Spencer. Tactical nous. 100 out of 100.
Yeah, I mean, as I was about to start, I was going to say, Spencer really has nothing to lose. He's got this far in his first tournament. Obviously, he's going to like to win, but even if he was to go out, no, it's not like the worst case scenario. He's done really well, and he can learn from the experience, come back and hopefully do better. But he's changed his formation. He's not just going to sit there and let Brian like keep the possession and play at his own pace. He's changed now. He's going to go a lot more attacking, and straight away it worked for him. It's 1-8. And I said if he gets a chance, he's going to score it, and he did.
We can't speak highly enough about these two guys. I mean, Brian has been tearing the tournament apart, but Spencer is the only person really that's looked like handling him.
Yeah, I know.
Right now. So Alex kept him to 0-0 in the first leg of their game, but obviously the second leg didn't go to plan for him. He lost 6-1. So this is, if Spencer can replicate this into the second leg, he's got every chance of knocking out who you've predicted as your favourite for the whole tournament, Brian.
Yeah, I mean,
I will hold you to that.
I mean, I still think he's my. Brian still is my favourite to win the whole tournament. Like he just looks comfortable, and if he's to get through this, you'd really have to fancy him with the two team choices he's got left for the final. But this doesn't look like it's going to be easy for him, because Chelsea are a lot of people's actual first pick choice on the team on the game. Sorry, instead of Real Madrid. So that just shows how good they are. Again, I thought last game was a mismatch, and as you said, Tass shut us up pretty quickly. So.
Yeah, and I mean, we said about Tass, if he hadn't have gone through, he might have kicked himself and always wondered, what if I didn't use Barcelona?
Yeah.
He got through, that's not a problem anymore. However, Brian's not through yet, and he could definitely have that situation. If he doesn't go through here, tournament favourite, a lot of us tipping him to win.
Yeah.
If he gets knocked out, whether or not it's because he chose Brazil, it doesn't really matter. He'll always remember that he chose Brazil, and maybe he shouldn't have.
I mean, that's always the issue with with a tournament like this where you have to pick your teams. Although I do prefer it to the more conventional, just people picking Real Madrid, or just stuff like that. It just makes you think a lot, and obviously he's going to have been thinking ahead into the final. I wouldn't say he's underestimating Spencer in any way, but I think everyone's going to have been doing that. I guarantee you now, Perry and Tass are going to be sitting there thinking, right, what teams could I have for the final? So,
I mean, we shouldn't make too much about the Brazil thing, because obviously he prefers them to Bayern or Chelsea. So it's not a third choice, it's a second choice.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously good with them. He was 1-0 up, and he's not playing bad. He's creating chances.
The question is whether he goes with Bayern or Chelsea for me. I know what you were saying about how, unless if he goes through, but you were saying about how it's good because he has those two options, but he is going to not use one of them, which therefore means that he sees them as a third team. Or he just sees himself as good of anyone. Yeah,
I just think what he's doing, he's hoping to counterpick whoever he gets in the final, and to have Bayern Munich and Chelsea left to counterpick possibly Real Madrid and Bayern. I think Perry's got left.
Yeah. Willian, ball in. So these guys may well have played together on an online tournament before on GfinityVOD.net.
Yeah, most definitely at some point. And Gorilla Online, Spencer, his username is Gorilla, but he's got quite the reputation online because he's such a good player, and he's won a lot of cups, and he's shocked a lot of people because Like last year, I wouldn't necessarily say he was unheard of, but not a lot of people knew of him on FIFA 14. But on FIFA 15, it seems like he's come out of nowhere and absolutely destroyed everyone. I mean, he was even in the final of the SWC qualifier, which he only narrowly lost. He narrowly lost to Sean Allen, who then went on to finish second in the whole of the SWC. So
he's got credentials. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, I think he's only 16 as well, so he's still really young.
The thing is, every game we're seeing now at this point in the competition, and even for from almost all of the quarterfinals as well, they all would have made great finals. They're all more than capable of getting to a final.
Yeah.
Just the way the draw works and the way the team selection works, it's impossible to predict. And this is just the way it's ended up. But all these guys are very, very talented at the game.
Yeah, Tass is obviously going to be looking to get into his second final and win his second GfinityVOD title, but it doesn't matter now from the semi. Well, even in the group stage, every single game is going to be hard, and like the semi-final and final, it's no exception. But obviously, Tass is going to have a slight advantage there over anyone he plays because he's been there before.
Been there, he's done that. He's got the T-shirt. However, it's 1-0 in this game. It's been a while since that second goal, which came just after half-time, and the game kind of died out a little bit after that. They've probably got one eye on the second leg. They're thinking the worst-case scenario is to go into it losing. Drawing kind of just nullifies the result, and they can think about that second game. No one wants to make a mistake. Yeah,
I mean, neither of them are even. They're kind of playing slightly passively. Neither wants to leave the other one with any sort of space so they can create any chances. So they're both being quite patient, to be honest. It's what you expect in a game such as this.
You still think Brian's going to win the whole thing? Oh, he's hesitating. He's hesitating. He's question marks over Brian's performance. Wow, didn't expect to see that. I thought you were going to stand by your man.
Brian's still my favourite to win.
Oh, unless we get a goal here, you almost didn't finish that sentence.
Brian's still my favourite to win the whole tournament, but he's really hard to pick. Like as you said, you can make a case for it, like the 4 people still left in. I mean, Spencer's really good, and the only issue is for Spencer. He's going to have Portugal or Barcelona to use in the final if she'll get through against. If Fairperry's got Chelsea and Bayern, and Tass has got Bayern and Madrid, so that would definitely be going against him. But then again, that would take some pressure off him and put it onto one of the opponents.
Exactly. And I think this game looks like it's going to die out and it's going to be 1-1 going into the second leg, which makes it very interesting for us to see all of it riding on the result in that second match. Neymar to Willian.
Some nice play.
Willian, can he get a late goal just to give him that advantage going into the second leg? Oh, it's intercepted by Zuma. Cleared. The whistle's going to go any second, I think.
Maybe he can get one more attack.
Costa. Fernandinho. Danilo. Whistle's got to go soon. Spencer's probably begging for it to be blown. There it is. Okay. 1-1 after the first leg between Spencer and Brian. Semi-final number 1 in this Gfinity Spring Masters. Just one shot for Brazil, actually. 64% possession, yes, but one shot, one goal. Spencer, I'm pretty sure every time I watched him play, he's had more shots than his opponent. I don't remember him having less shots.
So it's like as I was saying about Graham yesterday, he's a very talented attacker, and Spencer's the exact same as that. But Spencer, I can see him sticking with that 4-3-1-2 formation in this, because when he did change to it, he did play a lot better.
So let's see if he starts Diego Costa this time, if he takes him off. The interesting thing with Spencer is not only does he always have more shots than his opponent, it also seems like he tends to concede almost every shot against him. Yeah,
he's kind of unfortunate in that sense, because like some of the chances that he has been, like, to be fair, Brian's goal was a good goal, but like in the past games, the goals that he has like been going against him, they've just been kind of one-offs, and I wouldn't necessarily say he's been bad in defence, because his defence has been pretty solid as well. It's just when his opponents seem to get a chance there, just being clinical. I think it's a bit of a coincidence, to be honest.
Quite a few changes in the lineup for Spencer. He's gone with Remy at centre-back this time. He's also dropped Willian, and he's got Costa and Cuadrado up front. He's got no Cahill in the back 2 at all. Normally, Remy would be a centre-back partner with Cahill, I'd imagine. And it would be Zuma or Remy. But you've got Zuma and Remy.
I mean, Zuma and Remy, that's a bit of a risk, because obviously Remy's going to have barely any defensive stats.
Yeah, you've got no traditional centre-back in. Well, Zuma's a traditional centre-back, but he's a young, inexperienced one.
Yeah, he's only a 75 rating, I think it was. So, I mean, to be fair though, Brian didn't pose a great attacking threat in that game. Like, compared to what we've seen in the past, like, that's probably the...
But is that not part of what Cahill did so well? Is that not, do you know what I mean? You can't argue with Spencer's defensive performance there, only having a one shot against him, and Cahill's been a part of that defensive performance, and he's taking him off.
He's going to have
Cuadrado can have a chance here. Poor first touch.
Defending. But yeah, to be fair, in that last game, that was the worst we've seen Brian play. But was that Brian just playing bad, or was that Spencer just being a solid player?
It's very hard to say.
Yeah, it is. I think they're very well matched. And it's too hard to call. Like, I know I've tipped Brian to win the whole tournament, but you just can't write off Spencer at this point. He's playing so well.
As all people called Spencer do. Here's Costa on the ball for Brazil, running down the right-hand side. Costa inside to David Luiz. David Luiz against his old club in Chelsea. Loses the ball. And there's Chelsea break. Cuadrado to Costa. Costa's got the ball back to Cuadrado. Cuadrado, nice little turn. Cuadrado's going to look for the ball to Costa. Cut out very well there by Miranda. Willian on the ball, also against his club, Chelsea here. He's tackled well. Felipe Luiz should pick that up though. Oscar's playing for Chelsea. I don't think he played last game, I'm not sure. Matic to... Sorry, not Matic. Here we go. David Luiz on the ball for Brazil. Felipe Luiz, another Chelsea player, playing for Brazil in this game. I think he's playing for Chelsea as well. Still 0-0. So if you didn't see the first leg, if you just tuned in, it was 1-1 between Spencer and Brian here in the first semi-final of the Gfinity Spring Masters. So as things stand, it will have to go to extra time, and then if it's still level, it will go to penalties.
Yeah, this is a bit better from Brian. This is what we used to seeing him do. No, well,
offside there, but yeah, it was good build-up.
Yeah, like just nice build-up play, good football to watch on the eye. Just in and around the box. He did it a lot against Finch, and to be fair, this is the first time I've really seen it out of these two games. He did it at the start of the last game, but since then, Spencer just kind of shut him out before he could even build anything. I mean, he's trying to do it, yeah.
David Luiz on the ball for Brazil, looking for Costa. He's not going to make it.
See, Spencer's just so good. He's shutting down any sort of attack that before it even develops.
I would not be surprised if we were to see our first knockout game go to extra time here.
Yeah,
I can see it's tentative, it's tense.
Yeah, they're just shutting each other out. Them leaving nothing on the pitch, no space at all. I mean, after it was 1-1 last game, I don't think there was any chances whatsoever.
Hazard, Costa. Look for the return ball to Eden Hazard. He's not going to make it. He just needs an extra foot on him to get there, I think.
Yeah, those LB was slightly hitting out because a lot of the time the defenders can just jump early for the header and he can just drop over them, they'll fall over and it'll just go to the attacker and they'll have like a free run at goal where they shouldn't do. Most of the time if it goes as it should do, the defender will just simply clear it away.
Willian, ball for Levis Adriano. Oh, it's a good save from Courtois.
Yeah, first big chance of the game.
It's all about the rebound there, and it didn't fall to Luis Adriano, which was key for the Chelsea defence, and they live to die another day. Here's Cuadrado. Cuadrado's going to look for the ball. I thought he was going to go out to his right back, but instead he switched over to left back. Felipe Luiz running down that left flank, playing a pass into... David Luiz has intercepted it now. Ooh. Miranda for Brazil at the back. Atletico Madrid centre-back to Fernandinho of Man City.
He's playing it risky there.
Felipe Luiz. Brian's shown a few cracks in his armour that we haven't seen previously.
Yeah, he is, but he's had the first big chance of the game. Is he going to take that free kick? No, he's not. Spencer needs to be careful because we know what he looks like when people tend to get chances against him. It's not very often the miss, so he doesn't want to be conceding too many chances like that.
Ramirez with the ball for Diego Costa. Can he bring it down? Great defending, and I would not be surprised if we saw Spencer take Diego Costa off at some point. It was actually when he took him off at half-time last game that he got his goal. So
well, I'm not sure because I remember when I think it was Tass. He was using Chelsea on a stream game, and I think he had Remy up front to begin with, and the next game he put Costa on, and the game completely changed. And I think Costa maybe scored a couple, maybe even 3.
Reverse, yeah.
So, Costa, he's an important player because if he gets a chance, he will score it. And
got that shot power.
Yeah, in a game like this, that's something you need. You need to take every single chance that comes your way because you might not get too many.
Luis Adriano, nice bit of play here. Neymar could find him again. He's going to hit it. It's a good save, and that right there. Well, that you can't measure it, but that little fact that Courtois' save went wide enough that slowed down the rebound opportunity. It was the reason he didn't score because the rebound almost still went in, but the centre back got back in time to clear it. If Courtois' save had been a little bit less sort of pointed in the right direction, then it may well have been a goal. So Courtois, you can't beat having a top quality keeper in between sticks.
But in a way, you would have hoped that he possibly should have caught that because he was straight at him.
Yeah. They rarely do in this game, though, do they?
Or at least knock it even further out because that would have gone in if it wasn't for the defender blocking it on the line.
Cuadrado could burst through here. Oh, he's done very well. Cuadrado's going to get the shot away. What a save there.
Yeah, then that's one big chance each.
Wow.
Well, he done well then because I think, Oh,
you know what we've seen?
Yeah.
We've seen a news flash. We've seen Spencer have a couple of shots against him and not concede.
Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable scenes.
Maybe it's going to be his game.
Maybe he's learned from that. He almost conceded, but the clearance off the line kept him in it. Still 0-0, 1-1 on aggregate here.
He did really well to sell the dummy to create that chance because he had a player running down on the wing who I thought he was going to pass it to, and he looked like Brian did as well, and the fake shots completely sold him. Sold him short really, and just left him with an easy chance.
Quadrado causing them some problems in that Brazil back line right now. Willian on the ball. Fernandinho. Chelsea pick it up. Quadrado, the man we're talking about, gives it to Oscar.
Yeah,
Oscar.
He's going to be trying to build his confidence after that. I mean, that was a nice work done. He's going to be thinking to himself, right, I've created a chance now. I can do that. I can do it again. But
Neymar could be going through here. Neymar's bursting through at pace.
Bit of skill. Yeah,
have Brazilians got Oscar in the squad, or is Spencer not using them, or is he not in there?
I'm not sure, to be honest. The Brazilian team online, it seems pretty strange, but they usually do it off what their last international squad were for the last game. So either Oscar may have been injured or something like that. Same too with Ramirez.
0-0 at half-time. Pretty even here, I'd say. 1-0 on aggregate. We'll see a few changes. As I predicted, Diego Costa is coming off. He's even thinking about putting Drogba on, I think. But right now he's going Williams coming off the bench with Quadrado up front. He's thinking about it. He's not too sure what he's doing. He's just looking at some options here. Costa is off. Costa is gone, and Willian is up front. Interesting.
That's surprising for me. Willian and Quadrado up front.
He did it at half-time last game, and it worked for him. He got a goal. Quadrado, nice. Willian! Oh, he's fallen over.
I thought he was going to try and take the foul and a free kick in those areas. They're vital.
Would Diego Costa have fallen over in that scenario? That's the question.
Yeah, you're always going to be asking yourself questions like that, and he'll be asking himself, should he lose now?
Costa for the Brazilians. It's a good tackle from Ramirez.
But if there is a goal in this game, it probably will come from an opportunity like that where one of the players misses a good chance and then they'll get countered straight away and concede.
David Luiz into Neymar. Neymar's turned it, man. That's a good tackle.
Yeah, they're always risky. I mean, we saw with Brian earlier against Vinci, he had a challenge just like that in the box, won the ball and conceded a penalty. So
nice build-up play here from Chelsea. Hazard, Willian, lovely one-touch passing. Matic, he's lost it there. He's got it back. Ramirez to Matic. I love the one-touch passing.
He's playing so
here.
confidently.
Beautiful stuff. Matic is going to get corner.
Tell you what, if he got that to Willian and that gone in, that could have been one of the goals of the tournament.
You know what? I think minutes into that first leg, Brian was feeling super confident. He thought he was the cat that got the cheese or whatever the phrase is. He got a goal. He was 1-0 up. With Brazil, he was flying.
Yeah.
And now I think since then, Spencer has said, hang on, mate, you're not in through anything yet.
Yeah.
And he's reminded him he's got a big obstacle to get over in Spencer.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I've had periods at the start of this game, Brian had better chances, but since then, Spencer's obviously had a good chance of his own. He's got a free kick and into the box. He needs to be careful now.
Who's on this, though?
Neymar.
Is it going to be Neymar?
He needs to get someone on that line really quick.
Is he going to shoot it?
He needs to get someone on the line.
He's hit it! Neymar! It's off the bar! That was massive! And it's not gone in.
I can't believe he didn't put someone on the line there.
Wow, that was risky.
Yeah, it's another foul.
Another free kick. This is also shootable. We do see them going from these angles sometimes.
Yeah, I can see him crossing this in, to be honest.
Neymar on it again. What's he going to do? He crosses it in, chinks it in. It's a good defensive header. Lucky with the passing clearance though there from Zuma.
That's a foul, surely.
Fernandinho. It's a good tackle from Azpilicueta. Quadrado to Hazard. Hazard gets it, he keeps it. Hazard, opportunity for Chelsea. Great tackle from Felipe Luiz.
Yeah, good defending by Brian, but if that pass came off, then that could have been crucial.
I'll tell you what, for a 0-0, this has been an entertaining one.
Yeah, it is.
It really has.
You can get some good 0-0s, and not always nice to watch, but this has been a really good one.
Danilo, Costa for Brazil. Costa, he's lost it to Willian off the bench at half-time. Quadrado, the one I really like Spencer's one-touch passing kind of techniques.
That's the sort of thing I'm on about when I said he was very good in attack.
Great ball for Eden Hazard if he can bring it down. Danilo has defended that very well. Risky defending from Brazil there.
But yeah, he's one touch passing and attacking, like the speed that he attacks with. That's what makes him so good.
This game could go either way right now. We're seeing Brazil hit the bar. Seconds later, we're seeing Chelsea go close. It's impossible to call.
Let's go for another free kick.
He's taking his time. He's not going to take it quickly. He's going to take it quickly. David Luiz. He's going for the through ball. rushing it a little bit there.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a shock to the system for Brian because he's not had a game like this yet. So it's going to be interesting to see how he handles it. I mean, if he handles this pretty well and ends up coming out with a victory, then you definitely have to fancy him for the final. But at the moment, other than obviously that free kick, which he didn't put a player on the line for, I'd say Spencer's slightly having the better of this game.
I feel like as soon as Spencer made those changes at half-time in the first leg,
Yeah.
he's had the upper hand since then. He's realised something about the Chelsea formation that wasn't working, and since then he's been good. I think he changed it to that 4-3-1-2.
Yeah.
Before that, Brazil looked dynamite, but yeah, Brian's just not having enough chances. Is he regretting using Brazil? I don't know. Remember, this is everyone in the semi-final does take home some cash prize. The third and fourth place guys both take home $500. The runner-up in the final is going to take home $2,000, and the winner's going to take home the massive $4,000 jackpot.
Yeah. Should Brian lose this game, he's definitely going to be regretting using Brazil with the teams that he's got left. He could have just easily stalemated this game and used Chelsea himself just to even it out.
76 minutes on the clock. As things stand, we're going to need extra time to tear these two apart. It's 1-0 in aggregate, 1-0 in the first leg, 0-0 in this leg, obviously.
Yeah. I think you've got the prediction right. This could go to extra time.
Could be our first one.
I just hope he doesn't go to penalties because it's never nice to lose on penalties.
No, it's great for the viewers, though.
Yeah.
Great for the viewers. Oscar looking for a ball. It's not a good one. It's going to just be watched out there for a goal kick. 80 minutes, 10 minutes left. If someone gets a goal now, almost certainly it's going to take them through to the final of the GfinityVOD Spring Masters. But will someone get a goal? And who will it be if they do? David Luiz on the ball for Brazil. Spreads the play over to his former Chelsea teammate, Willian. Felipe Luiz on the ball. Comes inside. Passes it over to Fernandinho. Fernandinho to Willian. It's nice. It's very nice. Fernandinho again. Luis Adriano. Is he going to get it now? Neymar. It's a great tackle.
Very good defending by Spencer.
Willian to Hazard now for Chelsea. Back to Willian. Oh, nice skill, but he's not got past him. But he's giving it away. And it's Ramirez. Ramirez to Willian. Cuadrado. If Spencer gets one now, he's going to be through.
He's going to give it to Willian.
Oh, Willian's going to score it, surely.
Oh,
wow. In the 85th minute. Spencer's celebrating, and I don't blame him. He's gone 1-0 up in the tie, making it 2-1 on aggregate. Brian, your favourite, could be out.
He's deserved it. I mean, he's played well in the game. He's created a couple of opportunities for himself. He started off the first leg really nervously, I'd say. The formation wasn't really working for him. He noticed that. Switched it straight away, and ever since, as you said earlier, since he switched it at half time, he's just been. It looks like he's a lot more comfortable in the game.
Brian's brought on Roberto Firmino for the Brazilians in CDM. I don't know what you know about him. Plays in the Bundesliga, but and he's got good dribbling.
I've never heard of him.
No, I mean he's not a particularly well-known player, but obviously Brian has a reason for doing so. I think Spencer just making himself super tight defensive. He's gone to a 4-2-3-1 wide formation.
Yeah.
And it's his to lose now. Spencer's got the goal lead. He's 5 minutes left. Drogba's on for Oscar.
Yeah, brought John Albi Mikel on as well, just shore things up. He's
good at that.
I mean, did he park the bus then, did you see? Or?
I didn't see. He's gone defensive, Chelsea. But it's interesting, Mikel is really good. Cuadrado's gone off, who's vital in creating that goal. Coutinho's also come on for the Brazilians. He's got a chance here. Oh my God!
No, he's
offside. It's offside.
Oh.
We thought he'd gone and equalised it seconds after conceding, but he hasn't. What a finish to this game.
If there's ever a cue to see the game out, that is it. Go park the bus, Spencer. Do what you need to.
Drogba's the perfect player to bring on. In real life, he knows exactly what it takes at this point. He time wastes. He holds on to the ball, holds it up. He's strong. Coutinho for Brazil needs to be a game changer. Fernandinho to Neymar. Is Brian going to step up when he needs to? He could do. Willian, he's going to look right through. Neymar can make it. Oh my God! In the 90th minute, Brian goes crazy. His supporters are loving him. This game is going the distance, guys.
Oh my God.
What a final 10 minutes. Can you believe that?
If there was ever a sign to go ultra defensive or park the bus, it was when he scored his offside goal. But Spencer stuck to it. He just stayed defensive and we paid the price.
We can't fault Spencer this stage. He's played so well, but he just doesn't see games out.
He had the sign to go ultra defensive, park the bus, even just to see the game out.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I feel sorry for him, but well played to Brian.
Roberto Firmino's back off. He was on the pitch for about 20 seconds. He's gone off, and Luis Gustavo's come back on.
It's not over yet.
If we see another goal now in injury time, that will be redonkulous. I wonder if Spencer's regretting any of those changes he made. in that time after he scored. He's obviously brought on Drogba, he's brought on John Obi Mikel. He's going to potentially need to score again now. Has he got the personnel on the pitch to do it? It was a gamble.
Oh my God.
Neymar could go and get the winner for Brian here. It would be very harsh for Spencer to lose like this, and he hasn't done yet. I think we're going to go to extra time, guys. There it is, the final whistle. What a performance. Going to clap that performance from both guys. But I don't know if we're going to extra time or we're going to a third game. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if it's golden goal. We're going to get that confirmed. It's going to go to a third game, so we're going to start from scratch. Third game. Is it on aggregate still, or is it just the winner of the third game goes through?
I think
it won't make a difference, will it? Because it's a draw. So
yeah,
it's just third game is all in, and if it finishes after 90 minutes even again, it will go to penalties. So third match. If you're wondering what the aggregate score was, it was 2-2. It was both games were 1-1. So it makes no real difference now. The third game is going to be a clean slate, and whoever wins it, wins it. I think Spencer got a little bit unlucky there, obviously scoring in the 85th minute, but Brian can step up when he needs to.
Yeah, I mean, as I've said, if there's ever a sign to like shut the game out, it was conceding an offside goal. That surely says to you, right, I need to sort something out here. But
yeah,
he stayed on defensive. He didn't park the bus. Maybe he just didn't want to. Yeah, it's like, I mean, if he plays in extra time like he played in the second game there, he's got every chance.
We're just the players are just being briefed on the situation right now. We're just waiting to get set up for this, our first third game, if you like, in the tournament so far. Okay. There was a few contentious things in there. We've got a rule which I was just hearing on my ear there that one of the rules here is that the ball has to go backwards after a kickoff. In order to sort of counteract any glitches in the game, and one of the players was thinking that maybe it hadn't done in the goal, but we can confirm it did eventually go backwards, and regardless of that, it didn't have any bearing on the goal anyway, so it wasn't important. But they were just checking, because obviously that might have meant that one of them gone through on a disqualification. But no, we're good. It's 0-0, third game. Whoever wins this is through to the final, the first person in the final. It's a good start from Hazard, and the winner will be playing the winner of Feperi and TAS, which we'll have after this mammoth game eventually ends. Just doing some button changes here. That was risky. They didn't get these right before they started.
I think I think it's Brian. No, it's this is Spencer.
Okay, they're going to go back into it. I think. Is this an element of nerves here? You're just thinking it's a big game. I want to make sure my buttons are right, or is it
well, he must have noticed in that attack that his buttons weren't right, because he did like start changing something, and he's going back to.
Going back into the buttons here. You can't afford for a configuration to be set up wrong. This is Brian now.
Yeah, both of them just like, you don't want to give anything away. You don't want to like.
That would be so annoying if you went through to shoot and you press cross.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You don't want anything like, you don't want a situation like that for you to realise that your buttons have been messed up in a game like this.
Okay, we'll get the game underway again very shortly, but it's just 0-0 in this third game. Semi-final, the GfinityVOD Spring Masters, and it's Chelsea versus Brazil. We've had two legs already, both finished 1-1, so we went to a third decider game. That's where we are right now, just about to kick off here. We've had a bit of kick-off, and it's a corner. Matic taking the corner. I don't know if you meant to do that or not.
Someone with that height usually went in the box.
Yeah.
They usually have sort of Willian, Hazard on the corners.
Costa with the ball for Neymar.
Remy's got that.
Remy's got the pace at centre-back there. Oh, it's not a good control there from Felipe Luis. Ramirez mops it up like a high school janitor. Here's Oscar. Matic. Cuadrado. He's lost the ball. I can't call it anymore.
No,
I mean, you're still backing Brian, or?
Yeah, I've got to stick to my prediction. I mean, being the Englishman, obviously, I'd like Spencer to win, but I just hope that it's.
Neymar, ball in. What a save! Yeah. Courtois has got shins the size of Bristol. Hazard.
Yeah, as I was just about to say, whoever wins, I just hope it's won by, a moment of brilliant play rather than like a ridiculous penalty decision, or just, I just hope both of them could come out of the game thinking I gave it my all and there was nothing left in there for me to do.
What an ending to that second leg, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What an ending. It's 0-0 for 80 minutes and suddenly we get 2 goals in the last 5 really, so it's crazy. But yeah, it's going to be, whoever goes through I'm sure will have deserved it over the 3 legs, because the more legs you add in, the more games you add in, the more likely that you can, some people might lose to someone and say, 9 times out of 10 I would have beaten him or whatever. Yeah. Well, this is 3 times out of 3, so we'll see who does get it. And it has been tight for the first 2. We have 1-1 both times, and if this is level after 90, we will see our first penalty shootout of the Gfinity Spring Masters. Can you imagine if the final went to penalties? I don't know if I could take that. I think I'd get some kind of hernia.
I mean, there's been FIFA tournaments in the past that have been to gone to penalties, and it's such a horrible way to lose such a big game. You want to like lose in normal play if you're gonna lose, obviously. Like,
you want to be outclassed. You want to have to hold your hands up and say he got me.
Yeah, you don't want to lose on penalties or to a moment of luck. They're still not happy with their buttons.
Got to get these buttons right.
This is Spencer again.
Making a few last-minute changes. Just to remind you guys of where we stand. If Spencer goes through to the final, he'll have a choice of Portugal or Barcelona for the final.
Yep.
If Brian goes through, he'll have a choice of Bayern or Chelsea. Amazing options for the final. And they'll be facing the winner of Feperi against TAS, which is going to happen very shortly. Willian on the edge of the box.
Nice
He's gone
move.
past his man. Puts it in the box. Oh! Quadrado's headed it straight into the hands of Alves, who was very grateful because they put that either side of him, and that was a goal. Quadrado not known for his aerial prowess.
Yeah, seeing if that was Costa, maybe that would have gone in. In fact, I'm pretty sure it would have.
He's got quite funny hair, Quadrado, as well. Do you think that would have affected the heading?
Yeah, just like took the power off the shot.
David Luiz and Fellaini have the same problem.
Yeah.
David Luiz. Danilo. Danilo going to put it in. He's taking his time. He's done well, though. He puts it in on the floor to Costa. Costa to Willian. If he can turn and get a shot away. Willian is going to put it up top. Neymar. Neymar to Roberto Firmino. Who's
well read.
Could have been a penalty, though. You never know with those tackles in the box. Quadrado. Willian misses it out. Matic. Matic back to Willian. Quadrado. Chelsea creating something. You can see the kind of diamond formation there really doing its thing.
He's playing.
Oh, it's not a bad ball. Oh, that's risky clearancing.
Yeah, he's really using his formation to its strengths. He's playing perfectly. Like, he likes the quick passing and like between the strikers and the centre attacking mid, and that's exactly what this formation like lets you do. Whereas the 4-2-3-1, it's a bit harder to do it because obviously you haven't got the two up front and you've only got one centre attacking mid to like start pulling the strings. I mean, I know he's only got one centre attacking mid here, but he's still got two strikers to like ping pong between.
Hazard with the ball for Chelsea and Spencer. Quadrado. Ramirez, this one-touch passing coming through again. Matic, lovely stuff. Hazard, beautiful offside.
Yeah. But even then you can see he likes to attack so quickly to your opponent. He doesn't give his opponent any time to sort of like think about how they're going to defend. Whereas if you attack slowly, like for example, like Tash usually does, even Brian sometimes they just like to build up the play. It kind of gives you a little bit of time just to start looking like for where the space is and covering it off.
If you do one of those fast-paced kind of moves quickly and you get into their box and get a shot away, the defending team can only really hold their hands up and say, you got me. It's just getting in there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it is really hard to defend against, but at the same time, it's hard to do as well. Like, like first-time passes, obviously, they're not always accurate. Oh, he's going to be in. Here. He's
Quadrado in. Could be in. He's in. Oh, he's been pushed off the ball by Felipe Luis. Spencer will be annoyed. Maybe if he'd kept going the line he was running instead of trying to turn to the right foot, he might have got something away, maybe an outside of the right foot shot, but yeah, it wasn't to be for Spencer there.
I think he thought that Brian was going to be like pulling at his shirt, so I'm guessing he was going to be hoping for a penalty, which is why he kind of ran in that direction. I think if he carried on running on the line he was taking, he maybe would have got tackled before he could have got to the keeper to run it round him, or even his shot would have got blocked.
Willian to Matic. Quadrado. Been very lively for Spencer in the 3 games, Quadrado. I feel he's used his pace well, but he's not really got the kind of strength to push in front of players like maybe someone Diego Costa might have done. But obviously he hasn't got the pace, so it's 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other really. David Luiz for Brazil. Goes over to Danilo. Danilo from the right back position, looking for Willian. He's cut out by Felipe Luis. Oh, but he's going to get it back, Willian. Can he get the ball in the box? It's going to be a corner. The Brazilians. Nearly half time here in this third decider game between Spencer and Brian. It's the first semi-final here at the Gfinity Spring Masters. Brazil give the ball away. Can Chelsea counter? Willian running. It's good stuff from Fernandinho. Just beautiful play in there. Willian, can he get the ball in? He's going to look to cross it. He's gone backwards. He's going to play it on the floor. Zuma, Ramirez together cut it out. And here's Hazard. Quadrado. Hazard. Lovely stuff. Taking his time. Looking for the ball. Can Quadrado bring it down? No, it's good defending.
See, a lot of the time, the attacker in those situations would just get ahead of the defender and chest it in front of them and then through on goal.
Such a tight game between these two. I'm going to feel really sorry for whoever doesn't go through but we have to get a winner eventually because we've got another semi-final to play.
I could see this going to penalties all the way.
It could do, and that is an absolute lottery. So any changes here? Diego Costa, is he going to come on at any point for Spencer? We're not sure.
No, I don't think so. He was just changing his players' instructions around, not happy with what they're doing, but...
Here we go, second half underway. We will have to get a winner. If not in the next 45 minutes, then in penalties. Stay with us if you've been watching from the start. It's been an epic semi-final. We've got another semi-final coming up shortly with Perry and Tass, and the winner of that will be playing the winner of this in the final. Okay.
I swore that I'd gone out of play then.
Hazard's got the ball for Chelsea. Passes to Ramirez. Ramirez to Cuadrado. Cuadrado, the ball was on. We all saw it.
He's making a run.
Fernandinho for Brazil. To Roberto Firmino. An interesting choice in the 11 this time from Brian in the third game. He didn't use him as a starting player in any of the other games. He brought him on as a sub towards the end. That helped him get that late goal. Costa, can he get a turn away? Costa, it's beautiful! Oh,
he's missed.
Everyone thought it had gone in, including me. It hit the outside of the net, not the inside. The frame rattled.
I knew exactly that the body frame was coming then, but sometimes it can just be so hard to stop, especially when he's got other options, because you have to decide, right, do I cover a pass or do I cover the body feint, and then you're obviously going to get one wrong.
It's a good ball though. Cuadrado could be through. What a save in the space of 1 minute. We've seen two really good chances, neither of which gone in.
That nearly...
Willian put the ball in. It's a goal. Chelsea. Who's that?
Remy.
It's Mike Remy, his second header of this fixture. He scored a header in the first game that equalised things up for Spencer, and now he's put himself in the lead for the second time in this semi-final. He's now 3-2 up.
I predicted it at the start. A goal would have came from someone else missing a chance that they possibly should have scored. Brian had the chance. Everyone thought it had gone in. He missed. Spence went up the other end, got a chance. He missed it, but scored off the corner. I mean, Brian's going to be absolutely furious with not conceding from a corner, because a lot of the time there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. But wow. I
mean, both teams have had really good chances, but since that first goal for Brian, Spencer's been on the front foot, I'd say.
Yeah. Both have played very well. I mean, obviously we've seen a different side of we've seen a different side of Brian in this game, because in every game he's played so far he's been dominant. He's played it at his own pace, and no one's really pushed him close. Whereas Spencer, he's done that. He's not giving him time on the ball. He's not letting him create.
Cuadrado. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that if someone had told Brian, which no one would have been able to, but if someone had said to him before, you're going to be playing this game over 3 matches, he might have thought twice about using Brazil. Cuadrado. Into Hazard. Eden Hazard. It's a good tackle.
Corner now.
Yes, he's going to get it. Yes, he has. Can he get another header? If he does, I don't know if Brian's going to get two against Spencer the way things are going right now. Hazard. Can he get it in? Goes to the touchline. He hugs it. He's going to call to Loic Remy, the goal scorer.
Brazilians needs to be careful. Spencer needs to see this out now. He can't let the same happen in this game as what happened in the last game. We've seen it happen to him in his first game of the tournament against Fabio as well. He just failed to shut the game out, and it cost him.
I mean, Spencer and Brian had to get a goal with 3-4 minutes left, and he did. He's still got 25 minutes left to do it here, so there's every chance he will. Don't count him out. That's offside. I think he knew he was off. He came back in.
I'm not. Yeah, he must have. We're never going to know. No, he wasn't offside. No.
Matic. Plays the ball on the floor to Oscar. Oscar to Zuma. Zuma! He's turned his man. He needs to not lose it there, though, because he's out of position.
Zuma looks like an absolute rugby player.
He's a big lad.
Yeah, he is.
Willian needs to cut that out, and he does. He does enough. 20 minutes left, just under 20 minutes left on the clock. As things stand, Spencer's going to be going through to a final. GfinityVOD Spring Masters final. His first ever LAN tournament. What a performance that will be from the youngster.
Yeah, I know before the tournament he was looking for some organisations to join, and obviously because he had no real LAN experience, not a lot of people wanted to take the risk with him, but after this he's not going to be short of offers, I know that. I mean, to beat some of the people on the way that he has as well.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah, could he just seal this now?
He could finish it if he can get a goal here. Brian, his time is ticking.
Yeah.
I won't count him out for scoring because both players have scored in every game so far.
He's got to change his formation, surely soon. But he's not played well in this game. I mean, he's had one chance, fair enough. He should have scored, and if he did score in the game, probably it'd be a lot different to what it is now. But that's FIFA. You've got to try and get every single advantage you can, and
David Luiz.
Is he going to get an equaliser?
Oh, it's those little intricate passes that he seems to be really good at. He gets those chances. He did it well in the last game. We got his goal back. Cheeky little pass into a man in a one-on-one situation. He's gone all-out attack. 10 minutes left on the clock. Is he going to do it? Yes or no?
No.
You think Spencer's going to go through? Your prediction is gone.
Yeah.
Spencer, your new favourite?
Yeah, I'm not going to pick one.
Okay, it didn't work out too well for you the first time.
It's too hard to choose. I mean, Tass and Perry, they're both very good players and they've got good teams to use. Spencer's, he's most likely going to be using Portugal, I'd say, in the final should he get there, because obviously this one isn't over yet.
It's not over at all. Not a lot of time left for Brian to get a goal, but
there's going to be another goal. Capable. There will be another goal in this game.
Oscar looking for Quadrado's got a Willian here. Hazard, Matic. Matic needs to get that ball out of his feet. He does do that. Quadrado's got the ball here. He's going to take his time. If he's clever, he's going to keep that ball in the box. Matic goes to Willian.
One more.
Willian, the turn. See, should Spencer just kept the ball in the corner there? Is that not? It's frowned upon, I know, but is that not what's going to get you through to the final? It's going to get you a minimum of $2,000 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Would you have kept the ball in the corner there?
I would have, yeah. I mean, it's frowned upon, but it's a tournament. If you're doing it online and it was like for nothing, then yeah, definitely that'd be stupid. But it's the semi-final of a tournament, and especially after what happened in the second game, I definitely would have kept seeing that.
Especially what happened after his first match, don't forget, and he drew, and he came off that in an interview with Chris. He said, I should have kept the ball in the corner.
Yeah.
So he needs to have learned from that, and I hope it doesn't come back to bite him here.
Nah, I think as long as he keeps the ball, I can't see Brian getting another attack there. No,
here we go. Quadrado's going to play it first time. No, he's not. He's taking it down. Juan Quadrado.
He's taking it to the corner.
Now he's taking it to the corner.
He's learned his lesson.
He's lost the ball.
He's won.
The whistle's not gone yet, but...
Yeah.
Oh, it's a yellow card here for a Brazilian player. I don't think that's going to have any bearing on the end result, though. Neymar gets the yellow. Brian, early tournament favourite based on his group form. Looks like he's going to be crashing out of the tournament after a three-legged corker of a game.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with himself, but he's going to be thinking. He's going to be thinking, like we said at the start of the game, like, were Brazil the right choice? And
they weren't, by the looks of things.
No,
there it is. The final whistle. What a match! But Brian is out and Spencer is through, our first finalist on his first ever LAN tournament. Well done to him. And we're going to see Fair Perry versus Tass next in the next semi-final. But a few thoughts on that game.
Wow. Well, what a game. Like, the first game's gone all the way to extra time, and it was so close all the way through in all the games. And I think overall he did deserve to win, Spencer. But Brian, he can count himself unlucky. I mean, it's the first time he played bad throughout the tournament. I mean, to lose to a corner, that's never nice. But again, like, if Spencer was to have lost, he would have been thinking, God, in that second game, why didn't I just shut it out when I had the lead? He was like late on in the game. All they had to do was just keep it in the corner, like part the bus, do whatever he needed to, but he just didn't do it. But fair play to him, he managed to do it in the third game, and there you go. He's now in the final at his first LAN event.
And you know what else we haven't mentioned is they brought a strong contingent here, the French.
Yeah.
They're all out.
Yeah.
That's the last Frenchman gone. It's now 2 Englishmen and a Spaniard.
Yeah, so like, good for the UK scene, obviously, but if we could possibly see an all UK final, but
yeah, we've definitely got one UK guy in the final, and now it's Tass versus Perry next.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would have definitely predicted at least one of the French guys would have made the final.
Yeah,
based on the quality we had. I mean, we had Bruce, we had Vince. Vince and Brian were playing each other, which didn't help them too much. But we had 3 of them in the knockout rounds, and now they're all gone.
Yeah, I know. It's obviously it's not going to be like great for them, but I feel sorry for Brian a little bit. Like, throughout the tournament, he was playing absolutely like brilliant. Gets to that one game, and Spencer just did what he had to.
He did what he had to. He's into the final. We'll find out who's in there next. Right now, we're going to go over to Chris, who's going to be interviewing our first finalist, Spencer.
Spencerella, you've somehow done it. You defied the odds, and you've beaten possibly one of the favourites to win the tournament. And you are really making the Cinderella story right now. I mean, what was going through your mind when you conceded that late equaliser to take it to extra time?
I couldn't believe it. I don't know what happened. I was speechless. I was gutted. I could have chances to like kill time, but I just didn't do it. But good job I win it then.
I mean, you were saying to me before that you had to learn from your mistakes of not killing off the time in previous matches. So is it something that, it's so obvious? I like to compare it to chess. You you can't see what's in front of you when you're actually playing, but someone else in the background can see everything that's going on, you know, giving advice. And I think that's why some people have coaches. Do you think you could have done with someone just whispering in your ear to, you know, calm it down, play it in the corner and waste some time?
Probably because Brian kept a lot of the ball, so once I got it, I just kept on giving it to him, which was my own mistake, but yeah, it would have helped.
So you're going to be playing in the final. You're guaranteed $2,000 already at your first LAN event. You've got to be feeling pretty special right now.
Yeah, because like I said, my main aim was just to get out the groups. I mean, when I saw the bracket and how it was for the quarters and semis, Granick and Brian, I was like, I had no chance, but yeah, I'm buzzing.
Excellent. Well, I'll let you get prepared for the final. If you want to be a Cinderella story, much like Spence, you can get onto our online platform, GfinityVOD.net, and you can get involved in some of the games and tournaments and hopefully find yourselves at our next Masters during the Gfinity Championships 2015. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with the second semi-final after the break.